what's up, guys? I decided to bring you guys a video today to talk about Michael Venom Page and this quote right here. He's saying that he wants to go up to another weight class and fight Jiri. He wants these exciting fights. So recently, Michael Venom Page, we all love. I like this guy a lot. He's a very entertaining fighter. But here's the thing, okay? He fights at 170 welterweight. He just went up to 185 to fight Shara, 185 middleweight, and he was the underdog. Now, if y'all watch this fight, right, Michael Venom Page was throwing bombs, throughout the fight. He was hitting Shara with some big shots. Now, Shara obviously has a chin, right? He's pretty new to the UFC, even though he has one eye. He's new, so obviously, it wasn't really putting him out. But I'm not saying Michael Venom Page doesn't have knockout power. That's not what I'm saying. Because obviously, if you look through his damn Tapology, he has 52%, 10 TKOs in the first round. Obviously, he's nice like that. But his style of fighting is more of a point fighter. He's more of a, tap, punch, back up, punch, back up. Obviously that's his background. He's a point fighter. He's karate. That's his style. So if he were, to get back to this, if he were to fight Jiri, he would be a very big underdog. First off, moving up from 185 to 205. That's a 20-pound difference. And obviously, when you're bigger, you hit harder. Now, I don't think Michael Venom Page has the power that a 205er has. Obviously, if he fought Alex, he would lose, okay? He would get knocked out easy peasy. Alex beats 99% of the light heavyweights, obviously. But, even against, a Khalil Roundtree, Dominic Reyes would be interesting. These guys, most of them, are cutting weight. They're cutting from 230, 240, 250 sometimes, all the way down to 205, okay? So first off, he would be moving up, okay? He would be gaining weight. He wouldn't have to cut much. He would probably have to put on some muscle. And obviously, I'm glad he chose Jiri as an example, because obviously, if y'all know this or not, Jiri doesn't really cut weight. He walks around at 207, 210-ish, and he's not cutting weight. Look, so if you look at it, right, he weighed in at 204.5. At his fight night weight, he only gained 3 pounds. He fought at 208. So this is very commendable for Jiri. He's fighting at his, he's fighting at his weight class, which I enjoy, okay? He wouldn't be considered a weight bully. Now, when you go look at this, right, Michael Venom Page, right, when he fought Shara, they don't have this here. They don't have the data that they have here because I guess he wasn't a co-main or whatever. I don't know why they don't show it for Michael, but regardless, he would be. Jiri doesn't cut weight, so Michael would be coming up, at 205. And obviously, Jiri has the questionable defense, all right? Obviously, Jiri puts his chin out. He has his hands low. He can get tagged. I'm not saying there's a chance that Michael Venom Page doesn't TKO Jiri or beat him. But all I'm saying is that if I had to put money on it, I'm taking Jiri Prochakza every single time against MVP. Okay? The reason why is first off, I don't think Michael Venom Page has the knockout power at 205. That's point one. Point two, I think Jiri could get away from Michael Venom Page and his punches. I think Jiri could catch him and put him out, okay? Now, obviously, if you go take a look at Jiri's fights, they don't really go to the ground. He's a striker, okay? I just think the way how the fight would go is Michael Venom Page would have to win by points, especially if it was a 5-round fight. He would have to dance around the ring and just hit Jiri, Two, three, four punches in, back out. Two, three, four punches in, back out. Maybe throw a flying knee. Maybe throw a Superman punch. You know, in and out, in and out, in and out. Like he's point fighting. Like well, at least I know about Michael Venom Page. You know, he's a point fighter. So all I'm getting at is I don't think it would be a good idea. Obviously, Yuri's a title contender right now for the 205 title, the light heavyweight title. So obviously, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. But me personally, Michael Venom Page did look very, very quick at 185. And at 185, he still has a lot of pretty unique strikers at 105. And it is very interesting when you put it in perspective that the 205 weight class doesn't really have that many wrestlers. It's a lot of strikers. The only wrestler or somebody that goes to the ground I can think of that is like decently good is like, well, obviously at 205 you have like Jan. Jan took Alex to the ground. He fought pretty well on the ground. You know, that was a very close fight. But at 205, man, you know, Jamal Hill's not a ground and pound guy. Glover's gone, obviously. You know, Yuri doesn't go on the ground. Alex doesn't go on the ground. Khalil Ranchi doesn't go on the ground. Dominic Reyes doesn't really go on the ground. Anthony Smith's retired. Like, you don't really have these ground guys. So, it would be an interesting fight, obviously, at 205. But all I'm getting at is I would not take Michael Venom Page against Jiri Prochazza in a 5-round fight at light heavyweight. Now, if it's 3-round would be interesting, okay? Because I feel like Michael Venom Page could dance around the ring and, you know, get these strikes on Jiri. Because Yuri's, first off, Jiri can move, okay? Jiri can, you know, he has the head movement. He can get tagged. And that's the thing that I like about this fight is because Michael Venom Page does not have the knockout power at 205 like most 205ers. So that's one thing about, you know, like heavyweight, like Yuri's previous fight, Jamal Hill had the power to knock Yuri out. Jamal Hill has knocked people out, but he didn't. You know, he did not in this fight. He didn't get caught. Obviously, it just didn't work for him. So all I'm getting at is Yuri has the power to put Michael Venom Page out. He has it at 205. I just think that it would be a interesting fight. I would watch it, but I just think that Yuri will win over the 3 to 5 rounds. Especially 5-minute rounds. Michael Venom Page would literally have to just dance around the ring and just collect points. I just don't see him knocking Yuri out. You know, I think he could. First, all I'm saying is he would win by decision. That's the only possible way I see him beating Yuri is he somehow tags him for 5 rounds and it's like a 10-9 round. He has more strikes or significant strikes than Yuri. That's how I see it. Yes, let me know in your description. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? Because like Yuri is a great striker. Don't get me wrong. Michael Venom Page to me is damn near top 3 striker in the UFC. Okay. He's damn near unbeatable. He's so quick. He goes in 2, 3, 4, back out. 1, 2, 3, back out. You know, he's very quick on his feet. You cannot train for a guy like Michael Venom Page. You just can't. Same with training for like Steven Thompson. You just can't do it. These karate point fighters, they're one of my favorite kind of people, but like you just can't do it. So, all I'm getting at is I would not do this Michael Venom Page. I would not move up. I know that is a exciting fight. The most spins, like 2 tornadoes clashing. Yuri does move quickly, but Yuri has the power to put you out. You know, like, yeah, see, I agree with this. Yuri does give Michael Venom Page does not have enough power to KO Yuri. I agree. But Yuri gives a lot of openings, and MVP closes the distance really fast. So weight division doesn't matter. It's going to be a bigger. I agree with this. See, Yuri does leave his chin open to get tapped, but Michael Venom Page will just not have the power to do it. He's just, and first off, he's not gonna be as strong as Jiri. Jiri throwing the leg kicks, bro. If he can catch him, my bet, if I were to put money on it, I think that Jiri would KO him, just because of the weight difference. But it is an interesting fight, and I enjoy it. So, what do you guys? Give me your thoughts below. What do you guys think would happen? Do you think Jiri would just beat Michael Page in like the second round, or do you think he would be dancing around for 4 rounds? If it was like a co-main, if it was a 3 round fight on like UFC 350 or something, or UFC like 324, just like a random UFC where it's a 3 round fight, I could see it going to decision based on the idea that it would be less time for Michael Page to not get caught, and he would have to move around and just jab cross, back out, throw. Because the thing about him is that Jiri is not like Shara at all. Jiri is not like Kevin Holland at all. Like, he is a striker. He will catch Michael Page if he comes in. Like, obviously, this comment says that Michael Page can close the distance really quick. Okay? But Jiri can too. So, yeah, I just don't see it. It would sell like crazy. I think that if he were to stay in the 185 division, man, it would be a very interesting fight, to say the least. If he were to stay there at middleweight, he has a lot of dogs. So if he's gonna stay doing what he does, which is striking, and not, obviously he has 3 subs, so, and they're not really, they don't really happen that often. Yeah, I think it would be, if he just wanted to purely strike, there's not that many people that will stand up with Michael Page and beat him. But I think moving up would be a bad idea. So let's go ahead and end this video. Sorry for the rant. That's just my thoughts. I love Michael Page. I think he currently is top 3 striker in UFC right now, and there's not many people that could outstrike him. He's just so quick on his feet. But it just would not be a good idea for him to move up to light heavyweight and fight Jiri Prochazza. He just doesn't have the power in his hands currently. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.